What if the reason you feel tired all the time has nothing to do with age, stress, or bad luck, and everything to do with something you were never taught? What if you've been living with your inner power on airplane mode, thinking that's just how life feels? Let me tell you a secret that doesn't sound like a secret at all. Your body isn't a machine. It's a river. And lately, most of us are trying to drink from a river that barely moves. That tightness in your chest? The fog in your head? The way you crash emotionally for no clear reason? That's not weakness. That's traffic. Inner traffic. Energy that was meant to move, stuck in a jam. And nobody ever told you how to clear it. You are not a thing. You are a process. We were trained to think of ourselves as solid objects. Skin, bones, organs, done. But if you've ever sat still long enough, you've felt it. The tiny waves under the surface. The quiet hum that shows up when you stop brushing. You don't exist the way a chair exists. You exist the way a flame exists. Try holding your breath for 10 seconds. See how fast your whole world changes? That's because breath isn't just air. It's your remote control. Every time you breathe shallow and fast, you're telling your body something's wrong, even when nothing is wrong. And after years of that message, your body starts believing it. So you walk around alert when there's no threat, tight when nothing's chasing you, disconnected even while scrolling through 100 smiling faces. That's not life. That's a waiting room. The hidden cost of holding it all in. You know those moments when something small tips you over the edge? Someone cuts you off in traffic, and suddenly it feels like your whole week just collapsed. That reaction didn't come from that moment. It came from everything you didn't process. Your system keeps receipts. Stress you never expressed, anger you swallowed, guilt you replay at night. They don't vanish. They park themselves in your body like unsent emails, piling up until your inbox crashes, and your body starts sending messages. Stiff shoulders, heavy legs, that strange, tired but can't sleep feeling. It's not punishment. It's a request. Hey, can you come back in here for a minute? While your thoughts feel heavy. Ever notice how one bad thought can hijack your mood for hours? It's like tripping a wire in your chest. That's not random. Thoughts aren't just ideas floating around. They have weight, emotional weight. Fear feels like a leak in your battery. Shame feels like dragging an anchor. And the more you replay them, the more you train your body to stay in that low gear. Your mind doesn't argue with you. It obeys repetition. So when you run the same worry loop every day, your body doesn't hear, "I'm thinking." It hears, "Prepare for impact." No wonder you're tired. The 3 rooms inside you. There's a reason certain emotions land in the same places every time. Tight throat when you can't speak your truth. Heavy chest when you're grieving. Hollow belly when you're scared. It's like your inner house has 3 main rooms. The bottom room, around your lower belly, is your power bank. When it's low, everything feels hard. The middle room, around your heart, is where feelings live. When it's blocked, you feel flat or overwhelmed. The top room, behind your forehead, is your clarity zone. When it's noisy, your thoughts race. Most people live in the top room only. All thinking, no grounding. It's like running a city off Wi-Fi without electricity. Eventually, the lights flicker, the breathing mistake that's draining you. Watch a baby breathe. Their belly rises. Their chest barely moves. Now watch an adult in traffic. Chest heaving, jaw clenched, belly frozen. We flipped our breathing upside down. When you breathe only in your chest, you're skipping the part of the body that actually stores energy. It's like trying to charge your phone by rubbing the screen instead of plugging it in. No wonder you never feel full. Slow breathing into the belly isn't fancy. It's how your nervous system remembers safety. It tells your body, Stand down. You're home. And when the body hears that message enough times, it starts giving energy back instead of burning it on alarms that don't exist. Your inner river has a loop. There's a quiet loop of flow inside you that most people never notice. Up the back, down the front. Like a hidden roundabout running through your spine and chest. When this loop flows, your mood evens out without effort. Your mind clears like fog lifting off a lake. You don't force calm. Calm shows up. But when that loop gets clogged, it feels like walking through mud. You try to motivate yourself, but everything feels heavier than it should. Here's the wild part. You don't need candles, mats, or a silent mountain to start this. You need attention and breath. The first shift you can make today. Sit back for a second and notice where your breath goes. Right now, not where it should go, where it actually goes. If your chest is doing all the work, you found the leak. Now try this. Inhale through your nose and let your belly soften outward like a balloon filling slowly. No rush. Then exhale even slower, like you're fucking up a mirror. Do it once. Do it again. You didn't fix your whole life in 2 breaths, but you just nudged the river. And when a river starts moving, everything downstream changes. Why small moments matter more than big breakthroughs? We love dramatic stories, instant change, lightning bolts, but your body doesn't speak that language. It speaks patterns. Every calm breath is a vote for balance. Every pause before reacting is a deposit in your inner savings account. It doesn't feel heroic, but it's how real change sneaks in. Think of it like brushing your teeth. One night doesn't matter. A year does. Your energy works the same way. If this is the first time you're hearing this, don't try to master it today. Just notice your breath more than you did yesterday. That alone starts untangling things. You're not broken. You're just unheard. In the next part, I'll show you how to guide that inner loop of flow with your breath and attention, so it stops leaking and starts building. That's when the fog really begins to clear. For now, take one slow breath into your belly. You just stepped back into your body, the quiet circuit you forgot you had. If you stayed with me till now, you've already felt it. That subtle shift when your breath dropped lower and the noise inside you eased a little. That wasn't imagination. That was your inner current waking up. There's a loop of movement inside you that never stops, even when you're asleep. Up the back of your body, down the front. When it's smooth, life feels lighter. When it's blocked, everything feels like a chore. The problem isn't that the loop broke, it's that you stopped listening to it. Today, we bring that circuit back into your awareness. How to sit without turning this into homework. You don't need a special pose. Sit on a chair, couch, bed, even the floor. Keep your spine easy, not stiff like a statue, more like a tree that sways but doesn't fall. Now, here's the tiny move most people skip. Let the tip of your tongue rest gently behind your top teeth. It feels silly, but it completes the inner wiring, like closing a switch you didn't know was open. Your body already knows the path. You're just reminding it. Finding your power bank. Place your attention about 3 fingers below your belly button. Not pressure. Attention. Like placing your phone on a wireless charger. Breathe in through your nose and let your belly rise. As you breathe out, let it fall on its own. Stay here for a few rounds. If your mind wanders, no drama. Bring it back like you'd guide a distracted child by the hand. This spot is where tiredness comes from when it runs empty. It's also where calm comes from when it fills. Starting the inner loop. Now we add motion, but only in your awareness. As you breathe in, sense a gentle lift from your lower belly up your back, like warm water rising through a straw. Let it travel up your spine to the top of your head. As you breathe out, sense it flowing down the front of your body, passing your throat, chest, and returning to your lower belly. No forcing, no straining, just following the path with your mind, the way you'd trace a river on a map. Up the back on the inhale, down the front on the exhale. That's it. Why this feels subtle at first. You might be thinking, I don't feel much. Good. That means you're not pretending. This isn't fireworks. It's plumbing. When pipes have been blocked for years, the first drops don't roar. They trickle, but a trickle is proof that the line is open. Every time you trace that loop, you're telling your system, it's safe to move again, and your body has been waiting for that message. The shift from doing to allowing. Here's where people mess this up. They try to push the flow, tighten everything, try harder. But effort is what got you stuck. Think of this practice like letting mud settle in a glass of water. You don't shake it. You let it rest. Your job is to notice, not to control. When thoughts start interrupting, they will. Lists, memories, random songs from 10 years ago. That's fine. That's just stored static discharging. Each time you come back to the breath, you're not starting over. You're continuing. That's the part nobody teaches. Adding one quiet layer. After a few minutes of tracing the loop, you can try a small change. As you breathe in, gently draw your belly inward instead of letting it puff out. At the same time, lightly tighten the muscles at the base of your body, like you're holding back a sneeze. Nothing extreme, just enough to feel a lift. As you breathe out, relax everything and let the flow come back down the front. This helps guide the current upward and then lets it settle again. It's like scooping water up a hill and letting it roll back down a smooth path. If it feels like too much, drop it. Simple is always enough. Sealing what you've built. When you're ready to stop, don't just jump up. Place both hands over your lower belly. Move them in slow circles, like you're warming your palms over a quiet fire. If you're a man, circle clockwise first. If you're a woman, go the other way. Do it for a minute or two. This keeps the energy from floating off like steam from an open cup. Why this changes more than your mood. People think calm is a personality trait. It's not. It's a circulation issue. When your inner flow is smooth, your reactions slow down on their own. You don't have to talk yourself out of anger. It just doesn't catch fire the same way. Decisions feel clearer because your body isn't fighting your mind. You stop leaking attention. You stop replaying every small mistake like it's a trial. Life still happens. You just don't drown in it. The real payoff. This isn't about becoming mystical or special. It's about becoming present in your own skin. When your breath slows, your thoughts fall into line behind it. When your thoughts settle, your emotions follow. And when your emotions soften, your body finally gets permission to heal what it's been carrying. That's the chain reaction no one taught you. You didn't add anything new to yourself today. You returned something you'd misplaced. A river doesn't beg to flow. It flows because it's allowed to. So don't chase calm. Let it catch you. Take one more slow breath into your belly before you go. That's you, coming back online.